Yo, what's good, what's good?
It's TeAmo official.
Cris official out here.
This is TC.
Real Talk.
Okay guys, this is our new project that we're working on, TC Real Talk. We're working on basically doing local artists and also basically entrepreneurs that are growing up in the area that are local. Alright guys, we have a special guest for you. You guys might know him by Slim Gent.
You know what's going on? It's Gent. Let's go. How you feeling today, Slim Gent?
Brother, I'm feeling pretty good. You know, it's a good day, good weather, all that.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
For sure.
So let's start this by who is a Slim Gent?
Slim Gent's just the guy trying to make a dream. You know? I'm just out here trying to make some music, get my story told, and see if I can make some money off of it while I do it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Get it all.
So, with your name being Slim Gent, like what made you come up with that name?
Well, Gent is like an abbreviation of my last name. I'm not going to tell you about it, my last name. But Slim, I used to be a fat kid growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I slimmed out a little bit. It's all my people, you know, they just start calling me Slim or whatnot. So it's kind of stuck, man. Just kind of went from there. Just decided to put the two together. I went by Slim Easy at first because I always used to be a hothead and they always used to tell me to keep it easy. You know? So I dropped that and put the Gent on it.
What did really got you into the music industry? Like what did really inspire you to become a artist? And
dude, shit, I just always had a thing for music. You know, I grew up playing instruments. I always grew up being more like on the artsy kind of side of things, you know what I mean? I'd be young as hell, selling like tickets to like family and shit, doing little shows or whatnot. Be like, hey, you know, come in. I got a little drum set, all that, you know what I mean? So I sit there and bang on the drums and sing a little tune for my family, and I think that's what kind of like where it started. I used to make songs and write songs, just, you know, as a way to kind of, you know, like escape a little bit, you know what I mean? Talk about like life events and try to get my feelings on a piece of paper. You know what I mean?
That's how you start.
Yeah.
That's how many all the people start, most of them.
For sure.
And,
What kind of like pushed you like over the edge, like, okay, I'm gonna do this rap game, you know what I'm saying, or this music industry game, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I had a buddy, his name's Dev, I'm sure you all know him, Young Syph.
Young Syph.
Young Syph. He's the one that actually forced me to get on the mic. I always told him, I said, you know, I can't rap, I can't do nothing like that, you know, that's not me. And next thing you know, he's like, get on the goddamn microphone. We have it hooked up and I have a fat beat. That's why I said, all right, fuck it. And I got on there and I started doing my own little thing. And one thing led to the next, and I'm just like, I really enjoyed what I was doing. So I just started, you know, like building a studio of my own. So I figured, you know, go ahead and do that. And then I honestly didn't know how to get my foot in the door. So I just started spending money on fucking whatever I could.
Right.
To try to get my foot in the door, you know, between like features, music videos, advertisement, just like a whole lot of social media game, just trying to put my money where it counts, so to speak, try to get my foot in the door and try to get people to see, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just trying my best for real.
Being this packy, as you said.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, you said it, boy. You said it. Don't blame.
No, I wouldn't say fat. Everybody knows me from back in the day.
Slim said,
But
I got some love around my handles, let me tell you.
So being like that kind of kid that maybe you got bullied when you were in school and that.
I mean, they tried to bully me, but I really didn't pay too much mind to it, you know what I mean?
Right.
I've always been like easygoing type of kid, like, it's like, alright, you got something to say, that's fine. I don't give a damn.
Right.
You're right.
Just keep on pushing.
Exactly.
You know?
For real.
How did you get in these, like, because you make tattoos, right?
Yeah, I do tattoos also, yeah.
How did you go in this world of tattoos too, like, because
I think it just kind of stems back to, you know, I've just always been like artistic and creative growing up, you know what I mean? So You know, TeAmo always used to remember me. I used to sit there and draw all the time. You know what I mean? I used to sit there, I had my little sketchbook, fucking sketching whatever the hell up I could, whenever I could. For real.
Awesome, for real. So, like, how far, like, do you want to take your career, like, from here? Like, do you want to, like, do more, like, shows here, or do you want to, like, kind of branch out more?
That's what I've been trying to branch out more. I've done shows out in Sacramento, California, performed at the South by Southwest Music Festival on 3 different occasions. I go up to Cleveland a lot. Cleveland's like where like a majority of like the opportunities that I've had has been able to come about. So I'll go up to Cleveland and do shows up there. I just did a show probably about 3-4 weeks ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a good time. You know, I went up there, I did my thing.
Shake out.
Please stop it at the red light. No, for real, they loved it. You know?
For real.
Yeah.
No, for real. How was your first show ever? Like what was?
Well, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I was nervous as shit. Like, my first show was at the Vortex.
Oh, dude, yeah.
The Vortex, it was in Akron, and it was with a song that I did with Scythe. You know, my first ever thing, and he's like, boom, puts the track on, and he fucking calls me out and tells me, he's like, get up on stage and do this song, and I'm like, you know,
I was like the same
I
way.
look like a deer in headlights. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You know, I got out stiff as shit. You know what I mean? Just sitting there trying to do my thing. Shit, I forget the name of that song that we did. It might be Where We From. But yeah, it was a good time. I was drunk as shit when I was up there too, so I feel like I might have been like mumbling my words or whatnot, but I was just having a good time with it. We just went up there.
Did people have a good time though with you?
Yeah, you know, and I ain't trying to toot my own horn or nothing like that, but every time I get off stage, it's like people want to add me on Instagram. They want to find more of my music, do stuff like that, you know.
That's what matters.
So
People support is everything.
Yeah, for real. So it kind of like shows me, you know, I'm kind of going in the right direction. Like, hey, people are fucking with the sound, they're fucking with the vibe.
Right.
They're just liking all that, you know what I mean? So
that's cool.
What is your favorite song that you have ever made? Like from all the songs that you have ever made?
Damn. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to say Born Hustler because that's the one that really just kind of like started setting it off for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So after I released that, I was getting, you know, calls about doing shows and stuff like that. It was like boom. I went with a Cleveland guy for my video for it, and Cleveland just ended up loving it. You know, and I got so much love for Cleveland because of that. You know, a lot of artists and stuff like that. They just, you know, I wasn't afraid to be me in the song and do the video, you know what I mean? In the middle of the goddamn cut. Said I had a cornfield in the video. You know? It's like they took it as it is and we were in with it. But I'd probably have to say Born Hustler would be my favorite. I'm always trying to get past that, you know what I mean?
Red Light actually is about a history, right?
Yeah, Red Light is about one of my good buddies, one of my best friends that he was killed. Murdered actually over in a town not too far from here. There was some sketchy stuff going on, you know, whatnot, whatever we was doing whenever we were young and dumb. But the story behind that song is I'm trying to tell it in retrospect. You know what I mean? So like, talk about we're in the first verse, we're leading up to the planning to rob him and take him for his money and whatever else he had, quote unquote. And you know, in the second verse it tells how he's coming up to go make the play, do his own little you know, money making thing that he had going on at the time, and then them taking him and then taking his life also, you know what I mean? So like I quote in there, I said now I'm on the ground, I'm bleeding out, I'm dying or whatnot, you know what I mean? I'm trying to put myself in his shoes and tell it from his side of the story also, you know what I mean? So
wow, that's a lot for real.
yeah.
So with that song, what do you plan on like releasing next? You gonna do more like them kind of songs, or do you want to just kind of keep it?
I'm honestly just trying to cover all like playing fields, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like as a rapper, you're gonna need to have some kind of like love sex song.
Yeah, I'm about to say that next. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel like as a rapper, you need to have some kind of love sex song. You need to have some hard stuff, and you maybe, you know, just like some real just some real shit too. You know what I mean? It's like I don't really ever know what my next song's gonna be. only because I just like whenever I hear the beat, I just try to like feel it, if you know what I mean. Just like whatever I feel whenever that beat hits is boom what the song's gonna be.
Right.
Okay.
You know.
I feel you. With that being said, like who would be like your favorite, like your role model rapper or like artist right now? Like who do you think like kind of?
Who do y'all think?
Besides,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
He did sound like him, though.
Did he have some like? Did he inspire you at some moment of your life?
Yeah,
to,
because
like, make
you know,
music?
the stuff he talks about in his music, I mean, it's real stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kevin Gates.
But he can also be like in touch with like the softer side of things too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he doesn't always have to be hard all the time, but
right.
you know, it's like we share like deep voices. You know what I mean? So
Right.
It's, like, it's hard to figure out that happy medium and how you gotta rap and do your own thing. You know what I mean? So probably say Kevin is like my biggest inspiration, and a lot of people compare me to Kevin Gates, and I can understand why. You know what I mean?
Right. All right, Slim Jim. So like growing up as a kid or whatever, like how was like your childhood experience growing up?
Shit, it was just my mom and me. You know. I think you know a little bit about that too. You was my neighbor.
Right.
You know, when you lived right across. Shit, it was just my mom and me. You know. I think you know a little bit about that too. You was my neighbor.
Right.
You know, when you lived right across the alley or whatnot. But you know, in the beginning, you know, I always watched my mom struggle to try to, you know, like do best for me, like, you know, come up, you know, give me a good upbringing and stuff. She did her best, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I was just not there. You know what I mean? Like, my mom did her best, but I was always a little troublemaker. You know what I mean? So I was just mischievous and shit. Childhood was good, you know. My mom always made sure she had a roof over my head, and she was working all the time. You know, she always tried to make time for me and whatnot. She didn't, you know, we didn't see each other as much as we liked, but she'd work her 9 to 5 and get off work. You know, handle business, make some dinner, and sit me down or whatnot, and everything after that. You know, she just built me up, try to keep me going, and then when high school hit, it went all downhill from there. Ended up moving in with her and her man and his daughter, and then some shit happened then, and then I ended up having to leave there and moved in with my father, and he's over there in Waynesburg, East Canton area, and ended up went to 3 or 4 different high schools. It was like a new face every year for me, so I kind of like messed me up a little bit. You know, I don't know. It's just like making new friends over and over again. So I just started like not messing with anybody. I just stuck to myself. You know, that last school that I went to is just, it wasn't it. It wasn't it. You know, I tried. You know, so I just had to figure it out myself. Ended up moving out and trying to work and get my own stuff going up, but other than that, like my child life and stuff, it was my mom did a good job, but I always found a way to mess things up a little bit, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric young. Yeah, you were young, so
yeah.
We do this.
Young and dumb. That's what I'm saying. You know, I'm just trying to turn around.
I mean, that is the love of my mom, man. She would never let you down.
Yeah, my mom's my best friend.
For real.
100%. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell her everything, and I ain't gotta worry about it.
Right. So, have you had any connections with like famous artists and like, let's say the same Kevin Gates?
Yeah, actually. So, Kevin has or maybe had, I don't know what's going on or anything like that, but Bez Believe was signed with Kevin Gates, and we ended up linking up or whatnot and doing some music, and then I flew down to Miami to go record down there, and then over at Mix Masters, and that's whenever Kevin and all the rest of his people, they all worked there at Mix Masters trying to make music and stuff like that. That's how I kind of got like in connected with like the BWA brand or whatnot. You know, I'm not part of BWA, but the people that I associate with are a part of that. You know, Kevin Gates is DJ, BWA Ron, He's hosted a couple of my songs on mixtapes that he's done, like Born Hustler, Lessons, and then Rider Slide. Those are the 3 songs he's put on his couple mixtapes. That kind of helped build me up some more too, give me a bigger fan base, do stuff like that. But as far as that goes, I went out to, whenever I was out in South by Southwest, I was out there with Authentic Empire, and that's a music label. They've done stuff with like Lil Baby, Euro Got It. It was a big old mixtape release party, and I did a show there for that, for his mixtape release party. And then after the show, I don't know if y'all know who, like Sway is, like Sway in the Morning.
Oh, yeah.
So, so I had to get some videos. We went to this after party and did another show, and then Sway ended up winning an award. I forget what the award is or not, but ended up doing all that, and then making connections, just trying to network and like get around like the bigger name people to help, get my foot in the door some more, you know what I mean? For sure.
With that being said, like being around all the rappers, all like them artists and stuff, like how would you like separate yourself from them to yourself?
The only thing they got, shit, that's a hard one. Let me think. I wouldn't necessarily say like separate or anything like that, but more of the lines of I'm trying to learn from them, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like how the demeanor in which they have whenever they're, talking about shit or whenever they're on stage performing. Every artist is different, so you really can't like separate yourself from everybody else because you're all trying to do the same thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But as far as that goes, it's just like I go up there and I do my own thing, and that's kind of what makes me separate. You know what I mean? So everybody's got their own vibe.
Right.
100%.
What would you say to those talents that are around here, around the area, and that are in the same spot that you are right now? Like, what would you tell them? Like,
You mean like local talents and stuff like
Exactly.
that? Starting up there's a local kid that I've been talking to. He's been asking me for advice or whatnot. I try to tell him, you gotta invest in yourself. You gotta save your money, get the studio time. You have to save your money for a good video. Like, it's all about like putting right back into yourself. Like, you gotta build your own brands. You gotta build your own stuff. It's gonna be hard at first. People aren't gonna want to listen, but one day it's just gonna like you're gonna make a song, or you're gonna for you guys you're gonna end up doing a video, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of people that's gonna look at it. And then after that, it's only up from there. You know what I mean?
True that.
But you gotta stay down, invest in yourself, and invest in your own craft.
That's really cool for it.
Is anything new coming?
Yeah, I know. Didn't you say you had an album or something coming?
Yeah, I'm working on I'm trying to work on like a little mixtape right now. I'll probably have about 5 or 6 songs ready.
Okay.
I got like a vault of songs or whatnot that I'll get them done, mix, master, and I'll just throw them on the back burner. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I find myself starting a song, not even finishing it, and then starting another one.
Right.
But there's definitely new music on the way, more stories to be told, and more stuff to be.
What can we expect in the album? Like,
Honestly, I don't even know what to expect with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? I just think,
it's a new thing for you. Right?
Yeah, I'm
you know
like,
what I'm saying? Like, I know you have dropped an album before, haven't you? Like,
It was last summer I dropped it wasn't an album, considered a mixtape.
Yeah.
And then I dropped an EP before that, but that mixtape, the No Comment mixtape, is based around a lot of unorthodox things that have happened in life events. You know what I mean? But as far as new music coming up and new albums coming up, we got some good. We have bangers on the way. You know what I mean? Stuff that isn't really normal, but we're gonna try to make it my own and see if I can take somewhere with that. Hit the ground running, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's what's up for real. So being in 2020, like how have you been like coping with like everything, the music, not being able to perform, and just kind of staying like in the same place, I guess. But I know you've been traveling and stuff too. So
Yeah.
how's that everything going with that?
Yeah, traveling's fun, you know, just trying to do my own thing or whatnot. Just drove the Gulf Coast, went down to New Orleans, and then drove all the way over to Florida and stuff. That was a good time, a nice little escape. But 2020's been not it.
True that.
2020 has not been
True
it.
that.
It's hard. That's why, like, you know, you got to stay on your social media game. You know, you got to stay posting content. I've personally been slacking. You know, it's just me running my Instagram.
Right.
You know, you got these bigger people and they have managers that run their Instagram and do stuff. So it gets a little tedious whenever it's just you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So trying to stay relevant and keep posting stuff is like the biggest fallback that I'm having right now. Yeah.
So 2020 is not it exactly. So what should we expect from you like going into 2021?
Oh, 2021.
I know it's a lot. I mean, you got a couple months.
Right now I'm planning. You know, I'm taking 2020 as like a little
vacay, huh?
yeah, a little hiatus.
Vacation.
Right,
Yeah. Like now you can write music and not stop.
All right.
Yeah.
For real.
Always
Now is
good.
the best time.
Yeah, for real. It really is. Really
You don't
is.
really have anything to do, like most than the like making tattoos and that. Like,
Right.
Yeah, you know, I'm just trying to plan out, think about stuff that's going on. But so far for 2020, I'm getting ready to start a new music video,
Okay.
and it's gonna be for the Red Light track.
Oh.
Got it.
You know, so I'm hoping to do that here within the next month or so. Shooting that in Columbus. It'll be with KB Films. He's good with it. He's got a good following on YouTube or whatnot. You know, he's close. He's hit millions of views and stuff like that. So I'm hoping, you know, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, and I'm gonna pay to get that video done, and hope that, you know, it pops off from there.
It is
Right,
ready.
for real.
For real. What do you want to say to this public that is watching us right now? Like, what would be this word that you would say to them?
Y'all gotta have faith. You know, like I'm a small cat in a big world. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make my stuff come true.
Right.
You know, just as these people doing the interview, trying to do the same thing for them. Just show love. You know, you might not be your thing, but show love, and you're gonna get love in return. You know, 'cause I've always paid attention to the people that always committed fans. You know, stuff like that. Like whenever I got some Gent t-shirts and stuff. Every time I'd go and I'd mail one out, either Michigan, California, places like that, wherever I have to mail them, I'd always write like a little note with it. It'd be like, hey, you know, I appreciate the love. You know, you continue to show it. You know, it's gonna reflect if things, you know, progress for me. You know what I mean? Because I always extend my hand for the people that extend theirs for me.
All right, guys. That was awesome.
That was awesome for real.
Thank you, Slim Jen, for coming over, man.
Sure.
That was a really good
Yes,
interview.
sir.
I learned a lot from you today.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that.
We're glad that your career is going good. We're gonna support you in everything we can, and
That's what I'm saying. You know, I'm gonna extend my hand and show the love back. You know, Instagram, Facebook, all that.
right.
We'll feed off each other and make it work.
Sure. Yeah. Alright guys, this was everything for today. I hope you liked it. Give us a like, subscribe, and comment something down below. You know what I'm saying? Share this video, so show us some love, you know, some support. Go down in the description. We're gonna leave the link of the Slim Jen channel. You know what I'm saying? So go subscribe to his channel. Give him some support, guys. And let's pop his channel, and let's go. Peace. King Cris official.
It's TeAmo official.
And we out.
Peace.
It's that heat, boy.